Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to put some mud flaps on for your Model Y. This is a 2023 Model Y. And I'm going to show you instructions on putting on the front as well as the rear pieces here. And they look good and they will give your car a lot of protection. So let's get started on this job, and I'm going to go back and show you me putting them on. This is obviously the finished work here, and I'll leave a link to where I bought these from, and in the video obviously I'll show you the tools you need in order to in order to install them and everything else. There was not going to be a kind of a review on how well they work, but I will say that I bought some similar mud flaps, not the same ones, for my Model 3. Actually, these you can tell here, they've kind of broken, but they still do the job for protecting the side of the car, as well as some rear ones. And what they do is they really keep the car a lot cleaner and save it from rock chips along the paint on the side doors of the car and on the rear. So let's get to it. As far as the tools needed, I grabbed a lot more than I actually needed. I grabbed a screwdriver because of those pieces. All you're really going to need is going to come with some instructions here, potentially, depending on who you buy them from. Like I said, these are from a Amazon site, and I'll show that and leave a link in the description. Came with a bag of pieces. Came with this and this. That's all it came with. What you're going to need is going to be a small flathead screwdriver so that you can pop those factory clamps out, or maybe something like this, which is a panel removal, but the screwdriver I think works a little bit better, easier. And you're going to need a 10 millimeter wrench of some sort. And then, like I said, you're going to need to cut those rear pieces. So I'd recommend some sort of snips. They don't have to be these big whisk snips. They can be, any type of cutters. You can even use a knife or a razor blade, but just be careful not to cut yourself with those. These are a little bit safer and they just snap right through them. You can get a good orientation on the direction you want. And really that's all you need to put these on. Okay, so here we're starting with the rear. We're going to use our screwdriver to just slightly pop the factory clamps out. So this is pretty easy. You just do it just like this. Pull the entire unit off, and now you're ready to start unscrewing that bolt. Okay, so here, the bottom here was fully around. So I took some whisk snips, and I basically just cut. I cut it kind of like in an angle, so it's easy to get in there, and you'll see why here in a second. So you're supposed to, that's going to slide up on this bolt here. The instructions say to unscrew this, and you're going to screw it in. But the problem is that the threaded portion that this is bolting into is loose in there. Or at least so I've been told. I haven't experienced it myself. So I'm just loosening it enough so it stays threaded. And I'm just going to slide this right here up underneath. So it takes two hands. But basically you finagle it under there. Just get it loose enough to where you can slide this in, kind of like so. And then obviously you want to get this clipped in. There's a little clip here. You want to get that clip under the plastic of the car. Alright, and you're lining these two holes up. So you're not going to use the clips that came with the car because they're too short. Now that you've added an extra space in between that piece. So you take what comes with it, you get some of these, slide them in the holes, line them up until they get lined up with the holes. Alright, so you may have to move those around to kind of get them lined up. They're not directly lined up. And then what you're going to do is you get this piece. The instructions don't really show what you're supposed to do with it. I thought it was threaded at first, so I tried to screw it in. Don't do that. What you're going to do is you're actually just going to press these into those, and they're going to bulge the inside out so that they lock in. So use two hands, because you want to try to get it as lined as much, and since the hole is slightly higher than what it's currently sitting at, you got to push the mud flap upwards to get it better aligned, and then push your piece in. Okay, I got the first one in. Now I got to line that second one up. Okay, got the second one in. Push it in as far as you can with your hand. It will kind of hurt your hand. You could use something else, but you got to be careful not to break the plastic. If you try to screw it or hammer it in, you might break the top, and then it's going to be tough to get it back out if you want to remove them. Now you're just going to tighten this bolt up. Alright, doesn't need to be crazy tight. Basically what you're looking for here is that it's got a good, compression load or clamping load on this plastic here, and it's also still holding the piece that the bolt's originally meant to hold, which is this black aero cover, basically, that covers the back side of the car. The fronts are a little bit easier to do. Obviously, you don't need any paint protection film or anything because they're going to go on the plastic, but you do have to fit this lip in underneath the current plastic here on the Model Y, and then you're going to pull out 2 of the factory pieces just like I showed you on the back, and then you're going to press in these 2, get them lined up, and press in 2 that come with the pieces. They're not super sturdy. On my Model 3 they have this done with some new ones, kind of like the factory ones, but a little bit longer, and then an actual screw that threads in at the top to hold this structurally. But I mean, you can see that's going to come off, so I don't have a lot of faith that the front ones are going to hang in there very long. The back ones, on the other hand, I think will stay on pretty long term, but we'll see. They should keep the paint safe on this side, as well as all of this from getting scratches here on the rear door, because this sticks out a good bit. You can kind of see that's kind of where it's famous for getting scratches, as well as the back over here from getting too many scratches. Luckily it's got this plastic, but it should keep some of the scratches and rock chips off of the back here. So the mud flaps held up well, because that would be a lot worse. So we did actually get to go try it out on some dirt roads with some mud. And of course you can't stop it all from getting up on the side of the car, but most of it didn't save from getting on this portion. There's still a lot here, so it doesn't fully, and you can kind of see where the mud flap is and where the tire's still kind of sitting out a little bit, but it will protect it some, more than it was.